So this is my completed digital art painting using a program called Clecky at Clecky.com. I want to show you how you can do variations after you've completed the assignment and save multiple versions of the same design, but using different colors. So since we've done this in layers, I can go into my color layer, and just to make sure which layer colors are on, because some of them I did not do correctly. I was supposed to do this yellow on the color layer, but instead I accidentally did it on the ink layer. It is a common error, but as long as I understand that, it should be easy to fix. And you'll see what I mean in just a moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here and start coloring. Now, since that yellow here is on the ink layer, I'm going to have to select the ink layer. And in this case, I'm going to use the paint bucket. And I want to change this to the opposite of yellow, which is purple. When I say opposite, I mean opposite on the color spectrum. So now I can very quickly go through here and change the variation of the purple. But here's a problem. The outline of this one is in purple, so I don't want to use that same purple. I'm going to hold the control key down on my keyboard and tap the letter Z to undo the last couple of maneuvers there. So instead, let's choose a different color. What other colors are not represented here? Excuse me. Well, I got blue. Can't have blue next to blue. Let's do the background red and change the color of the leaves. So again, since I made a mistake and did the wrong color on that, I'm going to hold the Alt key down and select this red and then paint in here in the ink layer. So again, using the paint bucket tool, it's going to paint everything that I click that's next to other colors in that same area. And I've got a conflict with the leaves, so I'm going to change the color of the leaves to this bright, gaudy green color. I'm holding the Alt key down while I have the paint bucket selected, and it's going to sample that color. So I can go in and change these. And this is going to take a little bit of time. But again, the paint bucket's making it a little bit easier. And I'm not going to bore you with going through and painting every single leaf on video. So I'll just show you what to do after you've changed all of these colors. And again, you can save multiple versions of the same file. This is especially fun to do on tile projects where we want to do variations of a tile. But it also works for this one. So after I've completed all of the various colors in here, I'm going to change the green, I'm going to change the blue, etc. I'm going to go to the File menu, and where it says Save here, I'm going to change PNG to PSD. Your computer, if you have a Chromebook, will automatically save the file. Mine opens up a new dialog window, and since none of these in here are PSD files, it renames it with today's date. But instead, what I want to do is I want to save it to my desktop. go into this folder, and this is where I have the other files that I've already saved. These are all PSD files. The reason you don't see PSD or Photoshop document here is because Photoshop is not on this computer. If I wanted to see all of the PSD files and all of the PNG files and JPEGs, etc., I can select this name, hold the Shift key down, tap the number 8, let go and tap the period, and then Shift 8 again. That gives me the star. This is an old DOS command from the 80s that will allow me to see every file in this folder and the different variations of them. In this case, all I want, though, are all the PSD files. I'm going to change this to .psd, and it's going to give me every Photoshop file. I'm going to click on Date to make sure that the newest one is on top. And this is a dating system that I use also. Clecky has its own. But watch what happens down here when I click here. It's going to change the name of the file to the one that I clicked up here. Here's my naming convention. 23 is the year, 03 is the month, 16 is the day. The H stands for Thursday, and 1638 was when I did this particular version. So I'm going to keep everything the same, except for I'm going to add 7, F for Friday, and 0929. That shows me that this is the latest iteration of this document. And then I can save it. If you want to save a series of PNG files, you can do that also. But I'm going to wait to save that one until after I've finished painting all of this. So again, some of the keyboard shortcuts, you can pinch out to zoom into the areas to see, for instance, where I missed the green right here. I'm going to hold the Alt key down, which is going to give me the eyedropper tool. And now I can click that little green area to get rid of that little blemish on the side of that leaf. Then I can hold the Alt key down again and select this green and continue going like this. Pinch out or pinch together to zoom out to see the whole image. And that's basically how you can very quickly see what you've been doing, save changes. I'm going to pinch into this area because you can see where I missed the yellow, changing it to red here. Again, with the paint bucket tool selected, I'm going to hold down the Alt key on my keyboard to select that red, and then I can paint the red in here. So you can see how you can quickly go back and forth without having to go over here to get the various colors or to get the eyedropper tool. Normally I would click this and then go over here. But since I have the Alt key, I can very quickly change the color. In this case, I want to change back to this green, so I'm going to hold the Alt key down and click here, and then continue painting the leaves. So again, these are more keyboard shortcuts in Clecky. And I have one of my students to thank for this, bringing this application to my attention because I had not used it before. Students will find all kinds of different programs online. And so I like to use what they're using because they know what's the easiest thing to use. And this is currently a free application. If you just go to Clecky.com, you can use their program for free. And the nice thing about it is you can save PNG files, but you can also save PSD files, which are Photoshop documents, and open those Photoshop documents in other applications like Photopea.com. So that's the lesson for today, keyboard shortcuts and variations. Once I start saving the PNGs, I'm actually going to label them differently, and then I can create multiple files to put up on Etsy.com for sale. And the resolution of this is not that great, so I'm not sure how a print of this would work, but I'm going to print some of them out after I do the variations and see what the resolution looks like. Once again, before I quit, every single time, I want to make sure to save this file as a PSD, which will preserve the layers. And even though I have information in the wrong layers, I want to make sure to always save a PSD at the end so that I can alter them. And I'm going to overwrite that last file, even though it's now 9:33. So after I do this, let's change this one also. Let's change this to orange. I'm going to select the orange here and click on the layer around there. And now I've got a couple of different variations of this. Before I quit, save one more time. Click on the top one, which is the most recent one. Save it and overwrite it or replace it.